movements. What's going on, y'all? God Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. And today, man, we're looking at somebody that I didn't think I'd ever be really checking out, man. I do see his community posts all the time, and they're always pretty intriguing, man. Sometimes they're just downright goofy. I'm like, what the hell? But other times they're always interesting. And I always kind of look and see what the comments are talking about, and then his little funny meme posters are actually pretty hilarious, and he has some funny stuff that he says.
Tell us who. Tell us who.
Tell us who? 21 Studios. You don't know.
21 Jumper?
No, 21 Studios, man. And this right here, I guess, is a list of red flags that he has comprised, and he's telling the guys not to jump around with, man. Is this another goofy post, or is there some truth and validity to it, man? He also has something that his subs or his supporters have sent him as well. And we're going to go ahead and dive into those things. We're going to see what Angie has to say about it, because she is a woman. So, hey, let's see.
Oh, I thought he was going to be like, because Angie is the traffic light right now. Boop, 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 boop.
Huh?
Red light.
Oh,
light.
no, I wasn't saying that. Yeah. Well, let's get it. He might call you on for that if he sees the video.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Let's get it. So here's 10 hidden red flags in today's women to watch out for. The first one, vaccinated.
I'm definitely vaccinated.
How do you feel about that as a red flag?
I don't understand why it's a red flag.
I personally don't think that's a red flag. I think it depends on the severity of the person who gets vaccinated. Like, you got those really radical people who are like, yeah, you're the part of the reason that we're dying out here, and all that kind of stuff. You got those people, and then like maybe you got a girl who's like overly pressing you and trying to like get you to do this. Or even if you have like even if you had like a situation where you had a kid where you didn't want your kid to get the vax, and then she came and made them get it or something like that, that might be something. But that's the only way I could really think of that would make it. But I think anybody else who's getting it is probably like just kind of scared of all the news that's
Because to be fair, I just feel like I don't know, because there's so many voices out there, right? So I just chose to believe in the one where it has most scientists behind it.
Yeah, so, So you went with the scared route. Basically.
Yeah, because it's like, and also it's like I'm fully vaccinated. I got all the boosters I could get, and he's not vaccinated at all.
So you did the triple vaccinated.
Oh my god! But I'm saying is like, but I wouldn't force you to do it, right? Because he told me the reason why he doesn't want to get it, and I was like, okay, I respect that. It's because we have different like thought process about this. So it's like, yeah. But you mentioned that kids. So if we have a kid, and you're like, no, she's not getting it.
Why's it gotta be a she?
Yeah, that's what.
we need an heir. We need an heir to the throne. We need an heir to the throne.
And then I'm like, but she's gonna go to all those like school like play days and all that, touching everything, putting everything in her mouth. I want her to be vaccinated.
Okay.
So it's like. Oh, so you say okay then?
Nah,
okay.
I'm just like, yeah, we're not gonna do that. But next, voted Hillary. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really have too much say into that one.
But if I could, I would. If I could have, I would have.
Yeah.
Hillary's so much better than Trump. Come on.
I don't think either of them were worth anything.
But most people voted because they want Trump out, right? Or they don't like Trump. But I guess that election was different.
Before,
that one was there. But still, Trump is such a racist, and he hates women. Like, of course, I'm gonna vote Hillary. Like,
yeah, but Hillary probably is on the closet level too. You see the way she walked around with that hot sauce in her pocketbook, like she was really about us and all that kind of stuff. That was fake.
But to be fair, I immediately. Well, not immediately.
And that was really sorry of her to think like, oh yeah, black people love some hot sauce, boy. Let's do the hot sauce, boy. I put it on everything.
What's something that you always carry with you?
Hot sauce.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Are you getting information right now?
What? Come on, man.
Okay, but as an immigrant, right?
Yeah.
I think Trump just hates us, and Trump hates women. So it's like, that's very clear. Like, it's a no-brainer for me.
I mean, I don't know about
Trump
that.
despises. Trump looks down on women. Just see how he treats his own wife.
I think Hillary would bomb you as well, though. So there's that.
Yeah, Hillary doesn't really like China that much.
Bad credit. I think that's a valid one.
Yeah.
Only dude friends. I definitely think that's a valid one.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's a valid one?
Because I feel like a lot of times girl would be saying something like, oh, I don't know why I don't like girls, or other girls don't like me. There's so much trouble, so I only hang out with guys. I think the underlying meaning is I only get along well with guys because somehow all the guys like me, right? But it's like, what do they really like about you? Do they want to just be your friends, or they like flirting with you, or do they think they have a chance with you, right? It depends. But I do feel like if she's like a tomboy and she has a lot of guy friends just because, you know, she likes all the guy sports, like all that kind of stuff, it makes more sense.
Did she grow up with these guys, or was it like, just met them?
Yeah, it's like if she's the only girl in the family, she grew up with like all her guy cousin and brothers, and all their friends are boys, so that's the group she like blends well with.
That's the only way I could take that. I think if you meet anybody past a certain age, I feel like that like if you meet anybody past the age when hormones are raging, I think that you don't really have a real friendship with a dude. I mean, you could, but if it's like a business situation or something like that. But I think for the most part, it's just a lot of fakery going on until I catch you lacking one day, and I can be like, pack it. You know what I'm talking about? That's what I feel like. And I think also on another level, it says that I guess I can't get along with girls because like we just said, guys are kind of looking at you for that catch you lacking thing. So they don't really care about all the BS that you're spewing or all the attitude trash that you got. A bunch of simps that are trying to be your friend. So like that means you obviously can't make any real friendships with women. Even though I guess women do have kind of like a lot of little garbage going on in their relationships. But
like when I was younger, right? When I was a kid, I did hang out with a lot of boys because I like to play all the games they like to play. I like to play computer games.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter because you're not.
I was gonna say that, but as I got older, right, especially when I had my first boyfriend, I learned like there needs to be a boundary. So it's like
there should be a boundary. Straight up, there should be a boundary. Okay. Next, hyper makeup. What do you feel about that?
Like a lot of makeup.
Yeah.
I only did my eyeliner and my brows today.
Nobody needs you to say that. We're just saying hyper makeup, and I think it is. I think it would be a flag because it would be like she's faking you out.
Alright, so this is the lady who said all men are trash, but then it's like, bitch, you trash. Look at you without makeup, and then your ideologies are trash too. So it's like, man, no wonder you're having a hard time with the men. Look at you. Ugh.
But guys like it.
No, they don't. Guys really don't like that.
No, think about the filter nowadays. Like, if you look at people's Instagram picture, right?
No,
everything
girls
is
like
filtered
it.
out.
Your girlfriends like it. Guys don't really care about it.
Oh, so when you like a girl's picture, you're not looking at her face. You're just looking at her booty. And you're like, ah.
Hey, but we're not thinking about how the makeup, you perfectly contoured the makeup or anything like that. We prefer you to have taken care of your skin and your face to the point where you don't really need the makeup. We want to know how do you look when you wake up.
But you know how like
it's just the same thing that you talked about with that Asian dude whose girlfriend had the plastic surgery and she was ugly as hell, and then they had the kids and they was ugly as hell.
Yeah. But you know how like
or they
like
could be
like Kevin Samuel said, right? He said nowadays the trend is for a non-Asian person to have cat eyes like this or foxy eyes. Right? So a lot of girls to accomplish that look, they do contouring, they do eyeliner.
Keep going. Keep going.
They do like contouring and eyeliners, right? So so is that hyper makeup?
I would say yeah. You're rearranging the way that you actually look.
But even Kevin Samuels like it.
And then nowadays with the whole switcheroo saga, you got folks that out here they could have been a man.
Today's topic is going to be about why men are afraid to date transgender women.
And now they run around here with the cat eye makeup, talking about some you want to get some of this, and then you come and you pull down the pants. And you're like, oh, I didn't want to get none of that, you know. I don't know that. I think hyper makeup is a bad quality to have. I think that you could have some makeup on if you're trying to just you can lighten. He said hyper makeup, so that he already took care of it. Hyper makeup is too much. Regular makeup is cool. Hates dad. How do you feel about that?
Hates her own dad?
Yeah.
It depends on what dad did to her.
I agree. It depends. I agree. It depends on what dad did to her. If you just hate your dad just because, I think that's just an issue. But which I don't think you would. If your dad sat there and took care of you and did all the things right, I don't think you would hate your dad. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we can't count that.
I feel like his backstory is probably like she grew up in a single family with her mom, and mom told her a bunch of bad stuff with dad that she never met before. So she just grew up hating men. So it's more like hating men because lack of dad's presence in her life.
Right. Okay, so we'll go with that backstory. That's exactly probably what he's saying. All right, cool.
That's like toxic mom.
Toxic mom. Yep, toxic mom. That's good. That's good. And I guess eats pills.
Pills like drugs.
Yeah, like you're taking all kind of weird prescriptions and everything like that.
So what do you have that I want?
Huge red flag for me for both men.
Yeah.
Like I do respect for people who have mental issues seeking help and taking drugs to get it under control. But I just feel like.
But at the same time, so they're getting it under control. But at the same time, wouldn't that still be a red flag? Because it's like, do I want to have to deal with you during that time?
No, but the thing is, a lot of them have to take it for a lifetime. It's not just a period of time.
Okay.
So I feel like personally, I it's very selfish to say, but personally, I don't want to be involved with someone who's like mentally unstable.
I don't either.
Right?
Yeah.
But if you met a person and fall in love with them and love them, and then you figure out they're actually like relying on pills, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But just like if I have to, I have the options to choose. I probably wouldn't choose someone that's like,
That's fair. Next, talks about X. How do you feel about that? It depends on the context.
Okay, so for most people, I think it is a huge red flag to talk about ex like constantly, because it just shows like, first of all, like why haven't you moved on yet? Or like, and also it's like if you're bad mouthing your ex a lot, it kind of makes the next person feel like, are you gonna say stuff like this about me too if something happened to me? I do agree it can be a red flag. So I think it depends on how often they talk about it and how they talk about it.
Is there ever a period of time where that's okay?
I feel like,
let's say like how they say if you don't learn history, I guess it's bound to repeat itself or something like that. So like say like I'm saying like, oh yeah, she cheated on me, she did she bust on this dude and this guy too, and you don't want that to happen again. So maybe you're telling the new girl that that's what happened or something like that. Would that be okay or would that be no?
I think that would be okay, but like if you keep on bringing it up, it almost felt like either your wound is not healed, so she's still like constantly just there floating up in your mind, or like you just want to bring her up for some reason, like you want to talk about this person, and then to the new girlfriend or even a boyfriend will be like, okay, we don't really want to talk about this person anymore because it's in your past. Like,
what if it's something that you got a point there? What if it's something that is truly that's truly crazy, that it's not anything at all good about the ex or anything that can have you thinking like, oh yeah, man, he might want to go back, or she might want to go back. But what if they like for instance, like say we're watching a crazy person movie and I bring up toxic tea or something like that. Would that be too much, or would it be like, all right, you're just telling me a story because you have something similar to this and that's crazy?
To be honest, I don't really mind that much, but I kind of do feel like it's like, but this story is kind of getting old. Like you can't talk about this story forever.
Yeah, but if it's a different story though, because I have several different stories.
Yeah, but it's like I don't really care about it because I already know your whole story with her. Yeah. So it's like I don't have to be constantly reminded of it. Okay. Like, so it's like, for example, it's like if you're talking to your friend, right, and he's always talking about this ex that he's been dating in the past, and it's been like 5 years.
It's like shutting her up.
Yeah, you're like, come on, man, we've learned everything about it. We don't really learn about it anymore.
Okay.
Or he's constantly talking about how his credit card got stolen, or his cash got stolen, or how he got mugged this one time, and you've heard like 100 times about it. You're like, come on, man, like we know about this already.
Right.
Like,
okay. That's real.
Like move on.
That's real. There are boundaries to it.
Yeah.
Next we have has a TikTok.
TikTok?
Yeah. I think it depends on what it is used for. Is it used for fitness? Is it used for, maybe you do have a legitimate entertainment situation going where you make funny skits, or you have a product line or something you might push. Who knows? I think that's the only time it's cool. But if you're on there and you're doing like silhouette challenges and busted challenges and booty challenges or that stupid thing, it was like a whole bunch of white ladies was doing. It was like Mom, drop your weapon. And then like the mom, she'll drop
the knife.
She won't. She'll like drop her booty, like her booty be hanging out, but she'll just drop her booty, and then then the son will be like, ew. Like that's not cool. But I think that I think it's okay. Like if you're doing like, I think it's kind of on the same lines of like basic social media. If your girl's not running around here advertising for other people, I think that's like, it's like who cares? Like you got to do your business. You got to do your business. That's what it is.
Okay, from a time efficiency standpoint, like I just don't like TikTok because I feel like you can spend the whole day just scrolling through shit that you don't really care about. It's such a waste of time. So if your other half has time for that, it probably means he or she is not that productive in life. You know, it's like.
But what if they make money off it? What if they got to that point?
No, then you just create your content and then you move on. You don't spend the whole day doing that.
Okay.
You know, you don't live in the like TikTok world. You know?
Yeah, I think
because nowadays it's all like kids in there. You
That's
know?
true.
It's like.
But I will say for anybody that's maybe trying to build a brand or a name, I think TikTok's a lot easier than Instagram because Instagram's oversaturated. There's a lot of lame-os making it on TikTok right now, and some decent people too. But I think if you put up a couple of fitness clips on TikTok versus Instagram, TikTok clips are going to hit harder. And you can start from zero and just random people just go, ooh, 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 ooh. For real. That's how it is. Next, Bonus has an OnlyFans. He put duh. That's obvious. There's no coming back from that to me. Yeah, unless you're cooking on your OnlyFans, which most girls aren't doing.
What do you mean cooking on?
Some people use OnlyFans for fitness and cooking, and then some people even use OnlyFans as like a separate space from their YouTube to get like special videos or something. Which,